Hello guys and good morning. Welcome back to She's Diabetic. I don't know how much of this I will end up using, but I thought it might be a worthwhile endeavor to vlog a day when I'm feeling sick. It's Monday now. Saturday night I was feeling a bit rough, but I don't know, I just thought it was just like funny tummy. It wasn't like actual sickness. And then yesterday I just went downhill and I just did not feel good at all. Body aches and pains. It's not COVID, I don't think. Still have my taste and sense of smell and everything like that. Just haven't been feeling well. I've had really poor appetite, which of course with type 1 diabetes is tricky. Being sick for anyone sucks, but being sick with type 1 is rough. If you don't have an appetite, but your blood sugars are running high because all the stuff that happens when you feel sick. That's at least what happens for me. I tend to run higher, so this is really where my Dexcom comes into its own, because I can just really watch what's going on. But right now it's 102 and stable, and it's been flat overnight. This is not something that I've really addressed on my channel, but I switched over to the t:slim X2, which is why I've had that beautiful flat line, because it's been correcting overnight should anything go awry. Okay, time to shower. Maybe try to feel a bit more human. So I just showered and that totally took it out of me. You know when you just feel so zonked that even doing something as simple as showering really is hard. So I got back into my comfy clothes, very important for a sick day. Got reconnected to my pump, which I took off for my shower, of course. I'm currently running at 110 and stable. I don't have any appetite at all, but I really think I should try to eat something. So I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and toast, and I'm not gonna pre-bolus for it. Something I do on sick days that I don't normally do is I'm a big believer normally in pre-bolusing, and that is taking your insulin before eating a certain time frame that suits you. For me, like 10 to 15 minutes before, and then you're good to go. I've got a whole video about pre-bolusing, I'll link up above. But right now, because my stomach is not feeling the best and I'm not sure really where my appetite is going to sit once I start eating, I'm going to have the first couple bites and see, okay, is this something that I want to eat more of, or am I done? And then bolus for what I am more likely to eat, rather than bolus for the whole thing up front. And just so I talk you through it here, I am doing 15 grams for each piece of bread, plus 10 to cover the jam and touch of the coffee, so I am doing 40 grams in total. And I'd say that's more on the generous side, but because I'm sick, I tend to err more on the generous side rather than the conservative side of dosing, because I find personally, this is just for me personally, that when I'm sick I'm a bit more insulin resistant, so dosing a little bit extra, it tends to put me in a better range overall. But as with diabetes, and especially diabetes and sickness, you never really know. It's a little bit even more of a guessing game when you're sick, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's been a little bit, and this is what we're dealing with. I absolutely spiked, and to be honest, was dosing insulin almost in an angry fashion. Because I was just like, no, I don't want to spike, I don't want to spike, I don't want to spike. But I did, and now I'm battling it back down. This is just the reality of being sick. And not all sickness looks the same in terms of my blood sugar reaction, but this certainly is not atypical. This is pretty typical for a sick day with type 1 diabetes, so I'm just battling it back down because my blood sugar's high. I'm really not having an appetite at all. I'm just drinking a lot of water and fluids and tea, and yeah, just kind of trying to ride it out. No fun though. I've also, just on a side note, been texting with my brother, who's also type 1 diabetic, and being like, oh man, I was screenshotting my Dexcom graph as I was having that climb, and was like, oh man, I'm struggling so much. And he's like been texting me back saying, oh, you know, I really feel you, it's really hard, especially chasing down the highs. And just to kind of have that support and somebody to say, oh, I'm struggling, has been really helpful. So special shout out to my brother Matt for you know, being my diet buddy through this. And I hope if you don't have somebody that you can directly text like that or anything like that, or maybe you do, I just hope this video offers a bit of that kind of camaraderie around this, because it's hard. And sometimes you just need somebody to be like, hey, it's normal. High blood sugar when you're sick, totally normal. Things that you can't control and make no sense, diabetes, normal. So I'm here to tell you, it's normal. Sick days with diabetes can really, really suck, but it's normal. We're all in this together, and I hope if you are watching this when you're sick that you're doing okay. Yeah, just wanted to say that. So, of course, in typical type 1 diabetes fashion, I thought, oh, I'm gonna go out and get some soup from the grocery store. And I thought, well, you know, I feel well enough to go out and take a walk, and that'll be nice, yada yada. The diabetes has other plans. 86 with a side arrow going down, so I'm not like super low or anything, but I feel very low. Perhaps in comparison to being high, this is what it's bringing on, but I don't want to go out feeling like this, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a juice box and then get myself back up to a safe feeling place and not so shaky, and then go out. Got my coat on. That's a good sign, right? Blood sugar is 99, side arrow. I've over-corrected a little bit because I know I'm gonna go on this walk, but I know that I feel a lot better, so that's a good sign. I feel like I look like that character from Jurassic Park that like comes out and like opens up like the side of the face. Do you know what I mean? I'll insert a picture. That's what I look like right now. I'm not mad about it. Great movie. Great movie. Alright, so just got back home here, balanced very precariously. I hope this stays up. My blood sugar, 226, side arrow going up. Not what I hoped from my walk, but it is what it is. Maybe I overcorrected, maybe diabetes. It's frustrating, to say the least. But anyways, I'm sure I'm saying that plenty in this video, so I don't need to say it again. But I still wanted to say that, like, even when I don't feel well and don't really feel like it, I try my best to go out and do some sort of walk when I'm feeling this way, even if it's just very small, because I feel like that helps bring my blood sugar sometimes back down into even range. But I feel like even like it didn't this time, I feel like even just getting up and moving is good, even when you really don't feel like it. And actually on the other side of said walk, I feel better for it. So yeah, somebody's at the door. What I'm gonna do is call my mom. Another one of my favorite sick day routines is just to reach out and say hello to someone, and oh my goodness, who better than my mama? So I just finished dinner and my blood sugar is 108 side arrow. And I have to say, I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm not surprised that I'm feeling better and my blood sugar is behaving twofold. Of course, I'm gonna feel better because my blood sugar is in a better range, but also because I think whatever's been going on with me is sort of correcting, subsiding, healing, and therefore I've not got as much turmoil going on with my blood sugar. And I'm taking this little bit of energy I have before bed to just do a little food prep for the week ahead. I'm making some applesauce, which I'll show you. It's just literally apples and cinnamon and a dash of water boiled to make a sauce. Really, really nice. And I always like to have that on hand and just have throughout the week, especially in autumn. And then that, it's like a no tuna salad that you saw on my plate at dinner. I've got that, a big bunch of that prepped that I can just spread on toast or crackers or whatever to have throughout the week. And then I'm also going to peel some carrots, so I can just have those to munch on with a bit of hummus. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get that done and then probably have a very early night. And time for sleep. I'm ready for bed. Where am I at blood sugar wise? Let's have a look. So I'm 132 side arrow. Have a slight bit of a climb happening, but not too bad. I may bolus like a quarter or a half of a unit just to kind of make sure that climb doesn't happen too much, because I did taste a little bit of the applesauce when I was making it. We'll see. Let me know how you guys are doing. Has the weather change affected your health at all? How are you feeling? What are your sick day routines? Is there anything that you've seen that you're going to take forward into your sick day, or anything that you think I'm missing from my sick day? Let me know in the comments down below, because I always love those delicious little morsels of tips and tricks, and yeah, let's all share them together. I wish you guys just a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Great blood sugars, straight CGM lines, all of that great stuff. Healthful and healing sick days, but most of all, and most importantly, I wish you a happy, healthy mind with it all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night.